Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. So the leadership of the whites, the Jews, of the LGBT people, on behalf of their groups, okay, and keep in mind that all other races and groups are outside the divine order as well, except for myself and my parents are blameless. But they decided to act in a very immature and evil and perverted and sick and disgusting and kind of LGBT harassment sort of way on behalf of their groups. Why they play image games, why they try to look good, why they try to look successful, they try to seem smart, and why they, pursue sadistic pursuits, sexually sadistic pursuits. So let's again go over, because the end must be soon now. I'm very sick of this stuff. Okay, let's again go over why their devil worship inspired package deals obviously were rejected, are rejected, and must be rejected. Okay? I would rather die than serve them. And it doesn't come close. Now, there's some components of what's going on that are confusing to them. So I'm going to try to help them understand that. This is the last chance them and their families and their offspring have. God is in charge, I'm in charge. The moment they thought that they could try to put me beneath them or something, or even joke about that, immediately their internal punishments drastically increase, because they're telling God through me that they think God should serve them. They've made the word God, dog, scrambled. There isn't a single serious person that's ever lived, ever, that would think that it's a good idea to mock God, that would commit to mocking God. Everyone who does that, I promise you on everything, is a bitch. It's a fucking coward. It's a sniveling, low stock, raised by dog type of pussies. If you don't know that, what the fuck is wrong with you? So point number 1. Attempting to rewire my brain with fumes, poisons, and technologies, with 23 witnesses on record, which is overwhelming proof, will certainly not make it so that I take one of their outrageous and foolish offers. Even if I was not religious, I am a serious man that will not be subjugated, etc. Also, just giving me $3,000 a month or so will not cut it, as age is the problem. Well, was one of the problems. There is a reason why it is stupid to make a deal with the devil, that this sheds light on it. Thank God I will never. Okay, so I go on to talk about how much money I used to have and how much money I have now. It's not, it's not going to factor. I'm not going to go broke before I die or something. That's for sure. But there's something there. Okay, so it's connected to that. And I talk about bills, like, giving my parents money, phone bills, car notes, gas, repairs, school, and rent. And it's kind of boring talk. I don't care much for money myself, but okay. And I talk about how, when I'm asking for the $125,000 a year, that I'd only save like $30,000 every 5 years or something like that, based on the schedule, the payment schedule I have, based on my bills and my expenses and so on, and income and so on and so forth. Okay. Again, I can't stress this enough. This is not about money. Age is the determinant. Age and wear and tear, and how it leads to. So if I was to do things their way and keep doing it, then I would be mocking God in that situation. Okay, and age and wear and tear is part of it. So if I continue on this planet without having a higher degree of kind of financial freedom, if you will, and having a suitable helper, what have you, okay, without bearing fruit. Again, if I bear fruit, people start obeying God through me, then money's not a problem. Women isn't, choosing a wife is not a problem. Okay, but if I continue on this path while I'm getting older and my body's more worn and torn, then it would be mocking God. For example, if I was walking around with a little hole in my sweater, okay, it's not really mocking God. A shredded up sweater, not really, right? And they say, well, why is that happening? Well, there's a bunch of bitches with technologies who like to look good in social clubs, go to nice restaurants with crests on and stupid suits, and they think they're important, low stock trash, and they try to look better than everyone, just filth. Okay? They say, okay, that's probably connected to that. But if I was to walk around just like a fucking clown or something, then it would be mocking God. Okay? So I can't proceed in a way that mocks God. And for them to kind of suggest that I should grovel to them and proceed that way comes with extreme punishment. Right now, the people suggesting it, they look like a fucking bitch. I don't think people understand. They look like Rick Moranis sucking off fucking Jim Carrey in his most silly moment or something. They look like fucking bitches. And every day they look in the mirror, bitch. Their girlfriend see him, bitch. Their kids see him, bitch-ass motherfucker. Thanks for coming out, you pussy. Type of bitch. And when I say this in this right now, there's a lot of manliness in it. When they edit my voice, they change it so it sounds like some weird corny clown or something. But I know you people believe me, so I keep posting the video. If I thought that you people were dumb enough to not believe me, I wouldn't post the video. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference between proceeding in a way that mocks God and everyone knowing that bitch-ass motherfuckers are trying to confuse the situation. There's a difference. Okay. What was I here? Okay, if they think that I will grovel for any reason, especially to just keep my head above the water, they are insane. And they must be confusing me with someone else, like some bitch in their family or something. Finally, to offer me lots of money if I sell my soul will not work either, as the essence of my philosophy, which is my philosophy no matter what, mind you, is universal pinpoint and moral precision, focus, moral intensity, as well as the obvious fact that righteousness is greater than wealth, right? So I speak in reality, regardless of how they change my voice on the internet, with authoritative utterance. I'm ready to die on the drop of a hat. You die anyway. When you're the top martial artist that ever lived, you're not going to be fucking Bill Gates and Elon Musk and whoever, you know, English royal, some kind of international Jew worms kind of fucking bitch. You're not going to do that. You're going to say, I'd gladly die right now than be the bitch of a bunch of fucking pink worms. Like, what the fuck don't people get? I got to explain this shit. You imagine those sniveling bitches having a meeting? No, we can do this, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. And what kind of a bitch are you people? My goodness. Point number 2. No matter how I work the angles, the bottom line is that the sound logic behind the fact that my age and the degree of wear and tear on my body, mixed with the financial situation and the response from the world, make it so that non-negotiable things are not negotiable. Okay? I know a lot of you people are some kind of racist white guy, some kind of average dude, what have you, and you don't understand these things in life. You're some kind of shallow fucking, I don't know, Mr. Rogers type of bitch, you know, Simpsons, Jetsons, Flintstones type of pussy. I don't know what the fuck you people's problem is, but you're fanatically shallow. It's one thing to seem like a shallow ass bitch, like a shallow racist white punk. It's another thing to fucking actually be so fucking shallow that you fucking got Jesus mad at you more than, you know, just the average villain or something. Okay, that's called being a stupid son of a bitch. You bitch-ass motherfuckers. Anyway. So obviously I went over the non-negotiable things before, okay? I've got to put God first. I'm not going to be gay. I'm too dignified for that. Not going to settle. Gang stalking must end. It must have certain financial requirements. Okay. So I list the reasons. I kind of did a good job for that. Let's just skip to point number 3 here. I'm going to wrap this up soon here. Jesus as a character in the story lived a greater life than King Herod. Let's stop right there. These are the type of pussies that don't understand why a samurai would fight to the death. They don't understand that Jesus lived a greater life than King Herod. They don't understand these things. There's some kind of worm that thinks she'd be an old, immature, bitch-faced fucking pussy in a Freemasonic lodge or something, like a bitch, instead of being a fucking man. And I hate that people don't understand that being a man is better than being an old, sniveling, cowardly bitch. I hate that. Fucking pussies. They look at life and think they should be a fucking pussy their whole life. And I fucking hate that. Anyway. And for those of you who say, well, hate is a strong word. It says Proverbs that the righteous detest the dishonest, the wicked detest the upright. It says in Psalms, I look at the faithless with loathing, for they do not obey your law. It says, Jacob he loved, Esau he hated. In your own book, it says that the righteous hate that God hates. So why the hell, when I believe it that myself, why wouldn't I hate? Okay. Obviously, the inhabitants of the earth have infinitely more to lose from them screening me out by proceeding on the trajectory they are on. It's another thing that's just unbelievable. These are the same people, again, they don't understand, their women don't understand why Julia is superior to whatever slut life they're living. I mean, just fucking retards. You're fucking dumb. Okay? They don't understand the samurai fighting to the death. Why would he do that? They don't understand the idea of a martyr. Who would do such a thing? They're fucking retards. They don't understand why Christ lived a better life than Herod, but Herod was older than he was, and he made the best of it. They don't understand shit. You see what I'm saying? It's unfucking believable. So when I'm discussing with them, they respond like a kind of psychotic circus clown that sucks kids' dicks every day. They respond like bitches, folks. We look at how serious the situation, how they're throwing their own families and their offspring under the bus. They're throwing everybody's family on this planet under the bus, okay? And they act like fucking bitches when they're supposed to man up and be a fucking man and make a man decision, and they're just low stock, developmental disorder. And I'm not making fun of people with developmental disorder. I'm talking about a particular disorder that makes them a childish fucking bitch type of a bitch. I don't think you people understand this shit. They start acting like Bart Simpson in the most important time in history. Mixed with, Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, mixed with Freddy Krueger or something. They act like fucking bitches. Like fucking crest-wearing, Masonic, corporate, political group, governing class puss. Okay, it's unfucking believable. The fuck is their problem? Anyway, I think maybe this video explains it better than a lot of videos. Okay. So they have more to lose, when I'm screened out. Okay, when I'm screened out, my flesh will be gone. I won't be here like, oh my gosh, I died. I'll be at God's right hand in eternal paradise. We're here for a reason. If you don't know that the circumstances of life are something that God created, that this is not a one big coincidence, you're a fucking dumbass. You think the sun and the sky and flowers and making love and justice and righteousness and timing and discipline and martial arts forging the ideal man and on and on and on and on and on. And all these animals that hunt each other a certain way and this quite clever way and you think that's all a fucking coincidence? What are you fucking, a dumb atheist trailer trash piece of shit? What the fuck don't you get? Anyway. Again, I don't give a shit if you live in a trailer. When we're talking about why an atheist is a dumb son of a fucking bitch, I think that all examples, should be on the table. Anyway. Where are we here? Okay, there's an overwhelming amount of evidence that the evil they have done over the generations has cost them dear. Just look at them. They look like a bitch. You think it's a coincidence, going back to the circumstances of life, that when people are some kind of sniveling, cowardly, punk-ass, sissy, pansy, bitch-made fucking bitch, that they look like a bitch almost every fucking time? That's a coincidence? They say, you don't know that. Look, I can tell by looking at you that you look like some suit-wearing pussy that never manned up a day in his fucking life. I can start naming people's names, but I'm kind of pushing with the rules on YouTube as it is, so I'm not going to start naming celebrities that fit the description. Okay. It's rather unfortunate because it would have been helpful right then. Okay. To add continued to do me wrong past a certain point is by far the dumbest mistake ever. And when I die, immediately countless people involved in this case will start feeling the regret. Now, also we know, for those of you who are agnostic, who don't know the religious implications, who think this might be a coincidence or something, that life is a certain way and the smartest person that ever lived believed in God. Okay, and that's me. And I have videos proving that, of different forms of intelligence and why it must be me and so on and so forth. Okay? You can still know for sure that the people working this case, who are on their side, following their orders, are going to feel regret. Those who are aware that I have died. They're going to say, we just screened out the most righteous person that ever fucking lived. You don't think that comes with a heavy fucking price tag? Think about it. They're like, this guy is gone, and we drove him to that, or we poisoned him, or he filmed him, or whatever occurs. You see what I'm saying? Now, am I suicidal? No. I'm very clear-headed, and I say, if you have a viable counter-argument, make it. We'll go point by point. However this plays out, it won't be a result of mental fucking illness. I've proven that a million times over. Even taken tests for good measure showing that I'm not mentally fucking ill. A bunch of state-sponsored shrinks don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, just say he's ill because he's a homophobe. That's fucking retarded. Anyway. So, again, I had to say that for various fucking reasons, for good measure. It's a stupid world. Okay. So, where was I here? So, yeah, they're going to feel regret. You know? He's like Anakin Skywalker, except for it doesn't have a positive ending, right? After, Mace Windu was killed, except for I'm the son of God, and there's no way back for them. There's no possible way to do God's work. That's it. You see what I'm saying? They're going to feel like pieces of fucking shit. It's going to rub off on their families and on and on and on. And for what? For fucking what? Because you didn't meet my fucking requirements. You didn't stop gang stalking me. You didn't stop trying to make me gay. You didn't fucking compensate me to just a fraction of the compensation I deserve. They're not using their heads here. And if you don't understand why I'm saying in an angry way, man, you're not paying attention. Watch the annotations. I know sometimes it's hard when people yell for some people, myself included, probably. I don't know. I don't remember struggling to hear what someone says when they yell. But some people, as I'm told, they have that problem where someone raises their voice. They're like, I can't listen to you when you're yelling or whatever. Okay. And I'm not yelling to kind of push those people away. I'm yelling because I'm actually mad about this. Okay. Okay. Where was I? That should be obvious, right? Okay. So the reasons why they should not do this are like the grains of sand on the beach, and I'm not moved in the slightest why they are moved, whether or not they admit it. They are not in any bargaining position. The least they could do is meet the bare minimum requirements as spelled out in this paper. Now, I want to be on record saying this. I do not believe that they're going to meet the bare minimum requirements or better. I don't believe that. Okay? When it comes to their decisions, it's like the government. I'm very cynical. Very skeptical. When it comes to their decisions, I believe the glass is half empty. But God didn't give me the knowledge or the insight or whatever you want to call it to know for sure what they're going to do. I don't think they even know for sure what they're going to do. I don't know. Okay? But I'm not pleading for fucking mercy. I'm not, afraid of death. Okay? Something that's far worse than death has happened to me already. Far, far worse. Which is being 43 years old, not having been married, okay, still single, my body messed up, my brain messed up, okay, that's far worse than the most painful death to me. And there's no words for how much people deserve to suffer. If you were God and you saw there was almost 8 billion people on the planet and all the attractive women on the planet are shunning your son for being in your image while everyone else is acting like some kind of pedo fucking bitch, would you not be extremely pissed off at the souls of the inhabitants of the earth? Would you not know that your son deserves to cook them forever? This is the most obvious part of justice ever, ever, ever. And when you think about generational, the decisions you make right now affect generations. They're a result of the generations before you and your thinking, and they affect everybody on this planet and your offspring. And for all you know, the human race will live forever. So you deserve to cook forever. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Point number 4. Arguably the next dumbest mistake ever possible is refusing to admit it is dumb. It is dumb to not scramble to reduce the failure. Okay, so the dumbest mistake was persecuting me and so on and so forth, and however it plays out. And the next dumbest mistake is, as you're persecuting me, to not stop yourself and to say, and to scramble to reduce the failure. Now, part of the reason why this video is important, even though they're going to change the voice, try to make it sound corny, you know how that goes. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. People believe me, not them. That's straightforward. They're like the essence of a politician, the most lying politician. I'm the essence of the truth. So I made it so you can kind of start to understand the frustration and how that plays out here. A huge, huge part of why I'm mad is that what they're doing is so fucking stupid. It's not just so stupid to God or me. It's also stupid to insignificant worms like them. Okay? They cannot refrain from persecuting the most righteous person ever and drastically increasing the eternal punishment of them and their offspring and their families and the inhabitants of the earth who are outside the divine order. There's no reason for them to do this. Most of the time, from what I gather, the richest people who are given the orders aren't even keeping up with this case very much. I don't know, but that's what it seems like. Okay? There's no one here right now. When I get mad, no one's sitting right next to me, seething with Luciferian energy, going, "Yeah, that hits the spot." They're just making the dumbest fucking mistake ever, 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 for no good reason whatsoever, just to abuse their power. You imagine how much I'm gonna cook them, how much I'm gonna cook their soul. See, I'm gonna cook their soul no matter what now. Now it's just how much. You see what I'm saying? And they think that I'm fucking playing with them. Just because I'm not some dumbass who does a mass shooting for no reason or something, doesn't mean I'm not going to cook their fucking souls forever. There is no words for how much I'm not fucking playing with them. The governing class, their offspring, their souls. Their souls. There's no words for how much they're going to fucking suffer. God made it so pain exists. And I'm going to make sure that there's no pain ever felt like the pain they're going to feel for fucking ever. I am not fucking playing with you people. I'm not fucking around.